We've been on this call an hour, Anna.
I know.
You can crop this bit out. Oh, now you start going blurry.
Oh no, so have you. Oh. All right. Anyway, hi, Blain.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
But is it recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
But is it recording blurred vision?
No, you're actually quite sharp on my screen.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you. How are you?
I'm not bad. How are you?
Yeah, it's good. Friday.
How's lockdown? How's things?
Yeah, no, very well. I say very good. Obviously, considering I think very busy. Work's not really stopped, which has been really good. So there's still opportunities out there, which is really, really good. But I think that's more down to everyone pulling together and really taking this challenge by the horns, so to speak.
So, because you've obviously been working still, have you done anything else to keep yourself occupied, especially when lockdown was really quite heavily enforced?
Yeah, so, well, keep myself occupied. I've got a new baby, so that's been pretty intense, which has been amazing. But as you can imagine, having a child during lockdown has been pretty challenging at times. But obviously, you can get out and about now, so it's a little bit better.
Yeah.
As well as that, I guess it's. I feel there's some sort of normality starting to come back. I do. I've been out and about a bit this week, so that's been good. And yeah, I think everyone's just trying to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, I agree. It's been a long time coming.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So, and the football's back.
Sorry.
And the football's back.
Did you watch it on Wednesday? Did you watch it on Wednesday?
Of course. Unfortunately, I'm an Arsenal fan, so unfortunately, it wasn't a very good watch. But albeit the football's back, so that's the main thing.
So a lot of people know that during the pandemic, Thomas Franks, we set up Thomas Franks Feeding Communities, and we tried to feed as many NHS key workers, vulnerable people of all ages, just to help do our bit. Obviously, your client relationship manager, what did you do? What was your role kind of throughout that?
Yeah, it was pretty incredible. I think how it all happened. So I think lockdown got announced by the Prime Minister, and then I remember, I think it was the next day, Frank had organised a video call. I think there was a lot of nervous people around, weren't quite sure what we were going to be doing next, and Frank organised a conference call, and first thing he said to us that it's going to be okay. We're going to get through this as a team, which was incredible to hear, and you could just feel everyone's nerves kind of settle. And then he told us about the feeding communities and the idea he had that I think had stemmed from his mother. So yeah, it was just incredible. So everyone was essentially on the phone to different charities to see how we could support, see how we could get our clients to support. And yeah, I was one of those people. So no, I'm very proud to be a part of something that's achieved so much in the space of a good few weeks now.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was incredible. So leading on from that, what do you think was one of the best things that you kind of saw or came from feeding communities?
So much. There's so much. I think, yeah, there's an awful lot. I think one thing that probably stands out for me, because I felt it was right at the start, was when we were trying to get our clients on board, which was very easy, to open their kitchen so we could provide this catering.
Yeah.
And one of our teams at Rencombe, Dean at Rencombe, had already started it, and he'd started and he was feeding 10-15 of his local community in Rencombe, and literally delivering meals to their doors each day in boxes, leaving it on the doorstep, knocking the door. It was just incredible to see the photos that he'd actually already. He was one step ahead of the game essentially, and he'd already got out there and started that. So I think that's when it really kind of hit home that we all need to do something now.
Yeah, definitely. And you actually did your own little drop off of food, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, me and my parents. Yeah, we cooked Sunday roast for the local community, about 30 people, and delivered it to their door. So yeah, that was again just a really nice touch, just to try and give back something to the elderly in my community, that are struggling, especially with food poverty, and not being able to get out at the moment, which is which was obviously very difficult.
And you've been with Thomas Franks for, you said to me the other day, almost 11 years now.
11 years, yeah. So 11 years in August.
Yeah, I must have known you for quite a while then, because.
Yeah, so yeah, it's been quite a journey. So I've probably known you for probably 6-7 years. I'd maybe a bit longer than that.
So where did you, like, what was your first role? Where did you start?
So I started with Thomas Franks at Peugeot head office. I was a hospitality assistant at Peugeot, so I used to deliver all the teas and coffees. I was actually with another catering company then, and I was TUPE'd across after about 3 months of me being there. As part of my TUPE back then, Frank sat down with me and said, as our one-to-one TUPE meetings that still apply today, and he said to me, where do you want to go, Blain? What do you want to do? And I remember saying to him, I want to be an operations manager. And he said, that's great. He said, we'll get you there. He says, if you've got the will and the drive, he said, we'll get you there. And he said, and we'll give you the training. And I think it must have been 2 weeks later, I started an MVQ course in professional cookery, because wanted to learn how to cook as well, so I could at least know a little bit about what I'm talking about. So I did. I started my MVQ in cookery, and for the next couple of years, I spent a lot of time in the kitchens, out on the road with Thomas Franks at new openings. Then from there, like I say, from working at different locations, I had the opportunity to work at Denman College. I ended up staying at Denman College to become the assistant manager and then the general manager, staying there for 2.5 years. And then at the age of 25, I got a fantastic opportunity to apply for the general manager's role at Shiplake College, which was just incredible. Shiplake's obviously very close to Thomas Franks' heart, and has been there pretty much from the start. So to have that opportunity to sit in front of the headmaster and have an interview was just incredible. And I was lucky enough to get the role, which was a massive learning curve for those 2.5 years. I think I learnt so much, and then I got the opportunity to be an operations manager. So I then went into operations at the age of 27, and
amazing.
Yeah, I done that for 3 years, which was incredible. And I'm now been in every job in Thomas Franks, but but for me it's all for development. I'd quite happily go back to any of the roles that I've done and work there. I'd love to go back to Shiplake College, and I'd love to go back to operations one day. And all of this has been a massive learning curve, and just trying to learn new things every day. Hence why I'm now in client relationships.
So with client relationships, manager, what do you what do you do day to day?
Yeah, so day to day, obviously pre-COVID, it was very, very hands-on, going into locations, whether that's with old clients or potential new clients. So with old clients where we have relationships, going in, reassuring them, maybe working with an operations manager to solve a problem. And then on new business, it's going in, meeting new clients, creating the tender documentations to go with that, and kind of listening and learning about that location, so we can hopefully go into partnership with that company and deliver exactly what we've promised.
So kind of leading on from that, bit kind of, ethical, this question as per. So what is the most important thing that you think you've learned in life?
Wow, most important thing I've learned in life. Trust. I think to get anywhere in life, you need to have trust, and you need to trust other people. You need to trust other people with your future. You need to trust other people with the support. So getting them to perhaps getting someone to write some menus for you. That's the trust that you're putting in someone to have that responsibility that they will come back to you with what you've briefed them on. So I think trust is very, very important. Definitely, yeah.
So going on from kind of formal, serious questions, this is kind of obviously we're still relating it to food because we are a contract catering company.
Yeah.
If you could have dinner with any 3 people at all, who would it be?
Only 3.
Only 3, yeah. Who would it be and why?
Do I have to pick Frank?
No.
Oh, is this
any
3 people?
Anybody. Your mum?
Maybe. Thanks, Anna. Put me on the spot there. I'd say Michael Bublé for one.
Nice.
It's obvious why, isn't it? He's an incredible man. Like I know him. I'd say Lee Evans for 2, because I think he'd be comical. And then I think we need someone with a bit more intelligence. So I think, who could we have? Do you know what? Boris Johnson.
Oh.
Do you know what? I think he's such an interesting character. I know people love him and hate him, but I think he's such an interesting character. So yeah, let's go Boris Johnson. So
3. You've got your entertainment, your comedian, and
Well, it was Boris Johnson or Kanye West, so I kind of weighed it. And I thought I'd go with Boris Johnson.
What meal do you think you'd have then?
What, at that dinner?
At that dinner, yeah.
To please all those 3 people? Wow.
Or just please yourself.
Well, if it was me, it'd be something like, I don't know, say sushi or. But then again, I'm quite broad. I really am not fussy about food as long as it's good food. I will honestly eat anything. I've put on a bit of weight during COVID, which is a good weight. So no, can't go wrong with a roast. Let everyone pick into a really nice roast. I think that'll please the majority.
So I'm going to finish on like a high, happy question, as it were. What would you say is your favourite memory of Thomas Franks?
Favourite memory of Thomas Franks? I think right now is pretty incredible to see what Thomas Franks are doing right now during COVID, and still continuing to move the business forward. I think is absolutely incredible. There's been so many memories for me from going into Shiplake, from becoming an ops manager, to my first conversation with Frank, to passing my chef qualifications. There's been so many memories, but I think what this company is doing right now really stands above a lot, and I think I'm incredibly proud to be a part of that.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for talking with me.
Thank you, Anna. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Are
Are we done?